everyone, from us at Sinister Cupcakes. I'm Dualia.
And I'm Scarecrow, and today we're talking about the romantic zombie comedy horror movie Warm Bodies. We will start with a short synopsis, then move on to whether we think the movie was actually worth watching, and then finish with what we liked and didn't like, along with any fun facts we discovered along the way. Well, let's head up to the lab and see what's on the slab.
This movie is the child of zombie entertainment, the same people that brought you Twilight. But don't let that stop you from continuing this video. Wait, don't leave the video yet.
Come back.
Anyways, as we were saying, it's based on the novel of the same name, which is also inspired by Romeo and Juliet. This movie is the first of its kind, combining zombie horror, romance, and comedy. It is also the first movie to show the inner workings of a zombie's mind and offers a whole new perspective on what being undead means. It's directed by Jonathan Levine and stars Nicholas Hoult as R and Teresa Palmer as Julie, with cameos by Corddry, Dave Franco, and John Malkovich.
After the zombie apocalypse has already come and gone, the few survivors of the human race live in sections of the city that have been walled off to protect them from the undead outside. Little do they know, one zombie out there is learning to love again. Meet R, a brain-hungry zombie living in an abandoned airport who seems just a little more human than his zombie best friends. Through a chance encounter, he meets Julie, a gun-toting rebel from the walled city, who's recently single and needs his help to get back home. Through this romantic and fright-filled adventure, these two grow close and form a bond strong enough to change the world as they know it.
I wanna know. Okay, I know you have been waiting to hear this. Is the movie actually worth watching?
Yes!
This film was a real treat to watch, and one that we highly recommend to enjoy with your loved one. Many scenes leave you with a feeling of hope that love finds a way, and it makes you want to share that feeling with someone. It is also absolutely hilarious, and even almost had us crying at some point. There are even a few scenes that are relatively scary, and the decomposed zombies referred to as bunnies are pretty disturbing. So be wary of that. Overall, the movie is amazing and one that you should watch if you get a chance.
Okay everyone, so that's the synopsis with our thoughts on the movie. So if you don't want to spoil anything, we recommend stopping our video here and watching the movie for yourself.
If you don't care about that, don't want to listen to us, or have already seen the movie, good for you, because now you get to see us get swept up in this sinister but romantic movie.
Now that the scary cats are gone, we can discuss what we enjoyed about this groundbreaking movie.
Number 1. Original story. This movie did things we had never seen before, being the first supernatural romance in the zombie genre. It has some similarities to Romeo and Juliet at times, with an obvious twist, but it still comes out feeling fresh and new. The director understood the comedy of the situation these characters are in, so they didn't take themselves too seriously, and the results are spectacular. The message, as cheesy as it sounds, is more or less the literal interpretation that love conquers all, and that with a little love, you can change the world. But they do it in a way that just works. It doesn't seem corny or silly, and you are involved and captivated the entire time. You want love to succeed, and you're in it until the end.
Number 2. Good actors and relatable characters. Nicholas Hoult was such a good actor in this movie, especially since the role he played did not include many lines. Zombies don't talk much, so he had to rely heavily on body language and facial expressions. This goes for the rest of the zombie cast, especially Corddry. Also, this being the first time we see into the mind of a zombie made R a particularly sympathetic monster. He is conflicted about killing, and only does so out of necessity. He's not really a monster, he's just an awkward teenager wanting to get a girl to notice him, but doesn't know how to express how he feels, which is a feeling that almost all of us can relate to. You are on our side, because you have felt how he feels, and the movie does a great job of dishing this out through his comedic inner monologues.
I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I mean, we're all dead. This girl's dead. That guy's dead. That guy in the corner is definitely dead. Jesus, these guys look awful.
Okay everyone, so that's all the positive things we have to say. We always want to hear from you, and we would love to see which other romantic horror movies you enjoy. Or maybe just any other weirdly romantic movie you like.
Now we're going to continue with what we didn't like about the movie, or what we thought could have been done a little bit better. And honestly, we couldn't really find anything to criticize. Wow.
Seriously, this is just a fully accomplished movie, from beginning to end. No parts are boring, no part seems to drag on. The dialogue is good, even if the actors are sometimes grunting or shrugging. This made the choice in dialogue for R and the other zombies well thought out and meaningful, resulting in a huge punch when delivered. The characters are likable and sincere, the makeup is amazing, the location is impressive. They just did a really good job giving life to the new concept of a zombie romance movie. Sure, Julie passed through a horde of zombies with nothing but a small smear of filth on her face and they were unable to smell her. Sure, she had a car at some point and could have easily gone home right then and there, but that's the power of love. And that's what this movie is about. So, if you can't deal with that, well, then, what? Do you have a problem with love?
We would love to hear if there's anything you didn't like about this movie, because it was hard for us to come up with anything negative. So please comment and make these feelings known to all of us. Please,
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 please. Finally, it's the Sinister Cupcakes, fun facts, and honorable mentions.
Starting with the fun facts. The film was shot at an abandoned airport in Mirabel, Quebec, just outside Montreal.
Oscar-nominated makeup and special effects artist Adrian Moreau did the makeup on Nicholas Hoult, taking between 1 to 2 hours per day to create his zombie look. He made veins as temporary tattoos and made numerous artificial scars so as to not lose the consistency of the makeup over the course of the movie. The makeup department then used R as a baseline for the makeup of the rest of the zombies.
They had to turn at least 100 people a day into zombies, turning the set into a zombie factory. Also, the film crew purposely did not use zombies missing limbs or large chunks of flesh, as it will make it less believable that they could become human again.
And now the honorable mentions. These are a couple of scenes that we really enjoy and deserve some attention.
Zombie hearts beating. There were many expressive scenes, but the ones showing the zombies starting to come back to life were very heartwarming and will live on in your memory as trademarks of the film. The scenes with M. Rob Corddry was a comedic genius in his role as M. He could barely talk at the beginning, but he still had us laughing with every sound. But as the film went on, his lines became explosive.
Bitches, man. They said. Fuck yeah.
These were some of our favorite moments in the entire movie. A little nod has to go to the balcony scene featuring R and Julie. This is a clear take on Romeo and Juliet's famous balcony scene and made me chuckle when I saw it.
R eating the brains. These scenes were pretty gross, as the brains looked really disgusting. But the scenes showing the memories of the victims were extremely powerful and almost had me in tears. Almost. Seeing where the victim came from, their experiences, romances, their entire life, it all gave you an entire new outlook and sympathy for the victim, even if he was more or less an idiot the entire time he was on screen. You feel for him, and you're more connected since you see what the victim had done to get where they were, only to then die in a zombie attack and have their brains kept in a zombie's pocket for days on end.
And that's it, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our video, and please check out our other videos as well.
We look forward to seeing your comments, especially which other movies we should review later.
If you like what you saw, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more sickeningly sweet content.
Please check us out on Instagram and Facebook for more updates, or you can visit sinistercupcakes.com.
Goodbye for now from us at Sinister Cupcakes.